Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Eric Sloan. Eric, the web guy who just recently moved. That's why things are in a little bit of disorganization. That's why I couldn't find the cable, but I apologize for that. I'd like to thank everyone and the SBDC, Ronnie and Leslie, for having me here this morning to present to you. I hope to give you as much value as possible in today's workshop. And we're going to be talking about Canva. So as you'll see on my first slide, the title of today is Become Your Own Graphic Designer with Canva. So these are some examples that I did mostly through the templates, the ready-made templates, and let's get started. Okay, so I'm just going to click on here to go to our first slide, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. So as I said, I'm Eric, the web guy. I specialize in web design, web development, online marketing, and also graphic services that I use through Canva actually, as well as Photoshop and other programs. I'm 5-star rated on Google. I've been doing web design and marketing for about 16 years. I absolutely love what I do. I work with all different businesses across Long Island and throughout the country. I'm also BBB accredited, A+ rating, and would love to give advice out if anyone has questions, and just to really help as many people as I can to grow their business. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I'll show everyone is a Canva video tutorial that I actually put together several months ago. I'm just going to click on it and do that. And then I'll go back to the presentation. The link is actually on it. The link is there. I'm just going to mute it. Hey guys, you'll see here, there's a tutorial here that you'll see. I'm just going to mute it. I'll play it for a little bit. So you can see that I did a screen share. This is one of the tutorials that I did. It's on YouTube. And after the presentation, we're able to send you the PDF and also the link to this tutorial, which will be right here. So you would just click on that and you can see a live video. Actually, what I did was a really cool technique where you can have a word and you could use different images in the word. So that was a lot of fun. Okay, so definitely check that out when you get a chance. You'll be able to click on the YouTube link. Okay, the next thing, let me go to the next slide here. All right, so now we're going to talk about what is Canva. Canva is a powerful, easy to use online graphic design and publishing tool. With Canva, the sky is the limit. You can design logos, business cards, flyers, brochures, social media graphics, posters, t-shirts, and much, much more. There are 3 plans to choose from. You have the free plan, the pro plan, and the team plan. If you have, let's say, one or more person, you're using it for your business, you could also use the pro, which has more functionality. We'll talk about that shortly in the presentation. Canva is a convenient online tool that provides a wonderful alternative to complicated software such as Photoshop, Illustrator, or InDesign. Canva is an excellent tool for working with photos and video content. And Canva also has an extremely helpful resource center, which includes a blog, tutorials, events, and a help center. Okay, all right, let's continue. Okay, so I'll just go to present again, present. Okay, so that's an overview of what Canva is, okay? Let me just head to the next one. Okay, so you can sign up and review plans. So I'll click here, I'll go back to that in a moment. But on the presentation, you could just click on this button here. It brings you to the plans page, okay? So Canva Free, let's talk about the distinction between the different versions. Canva Free is a simple way to get started, okay? So it's free to use, but you have to, sometimes like if you're getting certain pictures, you have to pay for them. So it's a good way to get started, but obviously the pro plans will give you more tools, more bells and whistles. They also give you a 30-day free trial. So the free is obviously doesn't cost anything. The pro is $119 for a year, which is very reasonable. And then the teams, it's 149 for the first 5 people. So Canva Pro has more features and functionality. Plus, they give you a 30-day free trial. Like I said, when signing up for Pro or Teams, you get a 16% discount with a yearly plan. So my suggestion is, you can start with the free if you like, or you can go for the Pro because they give you the 30-day trial anyway. So it really depends what you're looking to do. Like I said, if you have a free plan, there are also premium assets such as pictures, but they need to be purchased separately. So when I started with Canva, I kind of started with the free one, and then I'm like, let me just do the paid one because I use it for business also. It just seemed easier than buying an image here, an image there, an image there. So it just seemed easier, and more efficient. So it's really up to you. Okay, so let's do this. How to start your first design. Okay, so I'm going to toggle back and forth, but let me show you how to actually how to get started. Okay. So step 1 is you're going to create a create a design button, and then you'll search on here. I'm going to actually just show you live. I think it will be easier. I'm going to actually, Ronnie, if you don't mind, I think it might be easier to just keep this open and toggle back and forth. Is that okay? I'll keep it like this. Okay, so you would do create a design. Okay, so when you create a design, these are the ones that are suggested. Now you could do anything. So you could do a t-shirt resume. You could type something in. Let's say you want to do a Facebook post, right? Okay. So it'll actually give you the dimensions of the suggested Facebook post, which is 940 by 788. Or let's say you wanted to do like a standard business card. See, it gives you all different types of business cards. Or you can, let's say someone says, I need a 1500 by 1500 pixel graphic. You can actually create a custom size here in pixels, inches, millimeters, or centimeters, which is incredible. So let me go with, let's say we're doing a Facebook post. Okay. You click on that. Oh, also you can edit a photo or you can import a file. So you can edit a photo or import something to work with. Let's say we're going to make a Facebook post, okay? All right, so let it load. Okay, so it comes up as untitled design. So let's say we call it Facebook post. Okay, so going back to here, let me just close this. Okay, so we see that, we saw this slide. Let's go to the next slide, which is going to be here. Okay, so I'm going to you could refer to to this once you get the PDF, but let me just show you in real time how to do it. Okay, so one of the greatest things, okay, is templates. So when you click on templates, it may default to that, but let's say your business is, I don't know, let's say it's a restaurant, okay? They actually give you templates, restaurant templates that you can use for the Facebook post, and it's the right size too. It works really well. So let's say that I'm going to edit, let's say my restaurant is this one. So you just click on it, and then it appears here. So now you can actually go in and you can edit this text. We're now open, see? Now you can also change the size, okay? So when you click on the text, you could change different fonts. Gives you all different fonts. So if I wanted to change it to Aileron Heavy, or if I wanted to change it to Lazy Dog, see how cool? I can adjust the size of the font. I can change the color here on the color options. See, so if you click on this, let's say I click on here, you can actually go through the different hex. These are called hexa. On here, you could drag it to the different, see? So let's say I want to do yellow or orange. Okay, you can underline it like this. There's really a lot of different things you can do. Let me just go over here. Think of this like a Microsoft Word. You can align it. See, you can adjust the letter spacing. So that's kind of the beginning, getting our feet wet with this, is using a template. So let me show you something else that's really important. The add a page feature. So it actually keeps you on the same page. But let's say you're playing with your designs and you like this one, or maybe you want to do your own thing, right? And let's say you go to elements. Let's say you have, I don't know, hamburgers. You know, you could type in hamburger, right? This is the greatest part. Again, I'm using the pro version. Hamburger, right? I want to put a hamburger in here. Okay, so I could do all graphics, photos, videos, audio, all these cool things. So let's go to photos. Okay, so let's say I want to use this photo. So I could just click it and it appears, or I can drag it. Either way, if you just click it, it's probably easier. So I click it. Now I can actually adjust the size of everything here. So I'm looking at this nice hamburger. What you would do is whenever you resize something, do it from the corner, either corner. See? You could even crop some of it out like that. See? Okay.
Can you cook the burger a little more?
No, I would love to. But let's say you wanted to put that hamburger, you know, in this.
Oh.
There it is, see?
Can you write letters over that hamburger? Text over the hamburger?
Yeah, so let me just take that out for a second. It actually, I took out the other images, but let's say you add that hamburger here. You know, you could move the text over it.
Oh, right.
Let me start with like a clean text. Let me just start, like, to show you where you go. You know, your uploads will appear here if you click on uploads, any uploads that you make to Canva, because you can actually, these are just different things. You can upload your files and all your uploads will appear here. Okay, so let's say you have a picture of your business, like, you know, the building or employees or whoever, you can actually upload it and put it right into your designs. The text editing is going to be here. Okay, so when I do the text, you could do a heading, a subheading, or a little body. So let's say you do the heading. Okay, so let's say we'll just say new burgers. Okay, I'm going to put it. I'm going to just drag. Everything's draggable, if that's a word. I'm just going to drag it over here. See, you can move anything you want. It's free reign. See, so I'm going to put it here. You have to double click to go into it, to edit it. Like if you just click it, you can't make the edits. You have to double click, okay, to kind of go in and change the text, see? So I'll put it like that, new burgers, okay? Sorry, my phone is just, okay, now to me, the new burgers right there, it looks too spaced out. So what you can do is highlight it like that, or click Control A. You go to this tool here, which is the spacing tool, and you can actually reduce the line space. So you see it looks better now. Okay. Yeah, I can bold it. I can change the font. Let's try Aileron Heavy. I could change the color. Maybe like, again, these are some of the default colors. Or you can go into this hue, the hex thing here, and go, you know, drag that across, move this around. Maybe like a yellow would look good. You know, like, or just grab this one, like an oranges. See? So this is great with the text. You can also, you know, search for different types of fonts. And they also give you some specialty fonts here, which is really cool. Like these are pre-made ones that they use. So let's say we use like this one. Look at how beautiful that is. So I'm going to, again, when you're resizing, do it from a corner. Okay. And I could, again, double click, tasty. I double click on this one, burgers. See, that looks pretty professional. That looks really cool. Now on the text, let's go back to the text because text is important, okay? So when you add the text, okay, let me start the new page, okay? Well, we're gonna just look over here. This is a new page. So add the heading, right? We're gonna say just will say text here. Okay, so again, double click inside of it to make the edits. But if you go here, you can actually, let's make it look a little better. So let's change to a different font, like playlists, like this one's kind of cool. And again, enlarge, see how large I can make it? If you go to effects, you can add a shadow. Okay, let me change the text of the color to make it a little more exciting. Let's do a nice blue. So if I click here, okay, I go to effects. You can add a shadow. Look at this. You could change the color of the shadow. Let's say I wanted a pink shadow. See how pretty that is? I could change the shadow color. It's pretty user friendly. Like once you get used to it, I can add a lift to it, and I can adjust the intensity. See how it gets no intensity, high intensity. I can even make it neon. You know, you can play with all these different tools here. I could even make a curved text. So all of your text stuff, when you click on effects, you can do all different things under effects. So that's really cool. Let me close this out. Yeah, so that would be an example. And throughout the presentation, I'll show some more tricks and stuff. But that's basically getting acquainted with it. You know, the templates is really a great resource. Elements, like I was saying, you can type anything in. Let's say it was, let's say you do, I don't know, physical therapy. Let's see what comes up, physical therapy. Okay, so all graphics, see it filters it. Photos, which I love. I love the photos. So let's say we're putting, I don't know, this one here. So again, you just drag it. Okay. You could add the text, etc. You can also edit the transparency. So when that tool right here, so if you click on something, you know, you're here, you go to this here, it looks like transparency. So if you adjust the transparency, see, you could do that. That's a great technique. We talked about text. We talked about the photos, styles. See, all the different options are here. But mostly, you know, you'll be working with templates, the elements. I mean, everything's at your disposal. You can also use the filter here to do it by color. So that's that. Let me go back to the slides. So you can see it's very user friendly. You can change the text. Let me see. You can also add this. This is a cool technique. So if you go to elements and you type in the word square, right? You type anything in. You click on here, okay, we'll drag it here, again, corner. Now let's put this, let's say we did like this color. For some reason it's not going over it. All right, I'll show that later. I was going to show where you can actually change the, overlay on it. Let's go back, we could maybe look at that later. Okay, so going back to this, so like I said, the Facebook post, this is one that I did here. I typed in florist. And like I said, you could have access to the templates, elements, text tools, photo styles, and more. I gave you the live demonstration. Okay, let's go now to our next thing. Okay, so let's talk about how to create a business card. Okay, so what you'll do, let's go to the home page. Okay, and again, the first step is to create a design. So you go to create a design, and you could literally type in business card, right? Okay, so they give you different dimensions, 3 by 5 by 2 inches, 50 by 50 millimeters. Standard one, let's do 3.5 by 2. So you click on business card. Okay. Now on here, you put your title, the title of your document. So it'll be, let's just say my business card, right? Okay, so again, the templates, it gives you all the different things. So let's say that you are, let's say you're a dentist, okay? Type in dentist. Here's the dentist templates. Now you could start from scratch also. You don't have to use the templates. The templates just give you a really great kickstart. So let's say you're a dentist, right? Okay, so let's say I grab this one, click on it. Okay. I can move this around, right? I can actually delete the photo. If you right click, it gives you options too. Right clicking is not gives you stuff too. Okay, so you could actually, if, let's say you deleted that photo, you wanted to use a different one, you could do that. By the way, this is very important. Control Z, as in zebra, will revert to the last thing you did. So let's say you made a mistake or whatever. All you do is Control Z on your keyboard. All right, so dentistry. Let's say John Smith, right? Okay. You edit the phone numbers, right? You could change the colors. See that? Look at that. That's blue. Blue is nice for dentistry. I like that. Let's say you wanted to do like a green, right? And you wanted to change this to green, right? And you want to change this. Again, here's your color, right? You go to your green. I think that one's different. And that one is, or you can go here. See, there's all these different elements that you can go to. See? You can also go to elements. Let's say you wanted to add a tooth, right?
What's
Okay.
what?
See?
All right.
You can add a tooth. You could change your color on here. Again, see? I mean, that was kind of crazy, but so there's your business card, right? Now, again, you can
Ooh.
duplicate. For some reason, it's showing it down here, but you could change the layout. Let's say you want to go with a different version, but that's the business card. Now, you can share the card, right? Or you can go and print it. Now, check this out. Okay, so quality business cards delivered to your doorstep. So let's say we're just going to do the front, okay? I want premium paper. I want a matte finish. You know, you can choose the option. Let's say let's go to the standard one just because the cost is going to be a little bit less. Uncoated, that's the same. Okay, so for 200 business cards, now I will say this, Canva, as much as I do love it, it is a little more expensive than if you were to go to like Staples or something. So you could use Canva, of course, for convenience. It's great. Or you could even just download the file and use it, you know, like the Staples and you know, just make sure it's sized correctly. It tends to be a little bit more cost effective if you go outside of it, you know, if you go to like Staples or something. But anyway, let's say I wanted, and it's still a reasonable price, you know, $50 for 500 cards, you know, that's reasonable. So continue. Okay, give you some issues. They want you to look at this. Let's say, you know, you just go through it and you could put in your credit card and everything. And, you know, you made your business cards, you ordered your business cards and you're done. So that's huge. That's a huge benefit. Okay, so the next slide that we'll be presenting here is creating an announcement. Okay, so again, the same routine. So you go to creative design. Again, you can make your own custom size, which is cool. So let me type in the word announcement. Okay, let's say you have announcement. It gives you suggested searches also. Okay. Okay, so
Is announcement like you're saying like a flyer or something? That's what they mean by
Yeah.
announcement, like announcing an event or something like that. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
yeah, anything, or maybe there's something in the community, or yeah, anything.
Mhm.
So this is one that I used recently. So it gives you the recently used. You could do see all. Again, you could use a template, or you can start from scratch. Let me use this one. I'll just click on that. Okay. Now, one thing that I do want to point out. Okay, so if you want to resize anything, okay, because right now this is important. Resize. You know, if let's say a colleague says, "Hey, we need a flyer 5 inches by 7 inches," and they say, "You know what? It's actually 8 by 10." So rather than like starting over, you click on resize. You type in 8 by 10. Just get rid of that. In inches. Okay. Again, you could do in pixels, millimeters, centimeters. Usually it's inches or pixels. You could copy and resize it, or you could just resize it here. So watch this. I'm going to resize the image. Done. Okay, so now it's resizing the 8 by 10, just like that. Isn't that cool? That's incredible. Now, sometimes you may have to like adjust things a little bit depending on how you, obviously if you have like a 4x6 and you resize it to like 21 by 33 or something, you may have to like move things around and adjust and so forth. Again, we can edit our colors. Okay. We can edit our text. Again, double click, edit your text. We can go to elements. We can change the background image too, which is important. So what I did there is I clicked and you could right click again and you should be able to just delete it. Okay. Or I just pressed the backspace button, just got rid of it. So let's say I was using, this is a recently used image. I just drag it in. I mean, this doesn't, well, I guess you could have interns physical therapy. But you see, I changed the background, or you could, let's say, play over here. Let's say, college. Photos. I love the photos. Like the photos are very professional looking. The graphics are, it's nice, depending on what you're using it for. So for like ads and stuff or whatever, like let's say I want to use this guy. So I click on him. Okay. Again, you can bring it here and just drag it like this, or you can actually, where is he? You could drag it right over and lay it there, and it kind of goes in how we should go in.
Oh.
You see that? So if you actually just, let's say I'm using her, you hold it, and it gives it like a good orientation, like the way that it like lays out. Now, if you want to take this, you could actually, click here, Control C, right? Or copy it, paste it here, saying allow, see? Or you could like do this and hold select, take a few things and just put it here, see? You could even do this. This is a really cool technique. If you lock the background image, it gives you an option to lock it, okay? See the padlock? So let's say I wanted to grab like all this stuff here. If I left click and highlight like this, see, I'm holding it down. I copy it. I paste it. There it is. So you could have like a ton of elements on here. And if you just highlight like that, you'll have to lock it on here. A little more advanced, but if anyone has questions, I can always help them. But yeah, so the resize tool is great. Another thing is, let's say, this is just what I'm here now. Let's say added, I don't know, I'm just going to say hat, okay? Here's my hat, okay? Here's a red hat, orange. Okay, Canva gives you the ability to edit the image itself. So I can, and this is for uploaded images too. I can adjust the brightness. I can adjust the contrast. I can adjust the saturation. This is great for photo editing. I can go to epic, festive, it gives you all these options on here. I mean, it's amazing. You can also flip it. Let's say I want to flip it horizontally, or I want to flip it vertically. I can flip images too, any way I want to go.
Don't get rid of this page. I want to say something about the hats. The crown that you see in the lower right-hand corner means that this is for the professional, or this is a paid image that you can't use. The ones that don't have the crown, you can use if you're for free.
Right.
I mean, for free, without paying for the Canva subscription.
Right. And again, yeah, I'm in the pro account, so you'll see that. But like I said, they do give you the 30-day free trial to test it out. And you could do monthly or yearly. If you do yearly, they give you 16% off. But still, it's for what you get, it's like so worth it. I mean, especially if you're using it for your business. Because think about it, you can use it for your social media. You could use it for flyers. You can use it for anything. It really enhances a business, and you're in full control of everything. Plus the photo editing and the ability to print on demand. It's
yeah.
great.
I mean, you can buy a subscription for a year, and it will pay for itself.
Oh yeah.
If you hire a graphic artist to do this, it would pay. Just the yearly subscription would probably pay for the one time you're using a graphic artist.
Oh yeah, even for a logo, I mean, a logo design, I mean, it'd easily be a couple $100 easily,
Yes.
So yeah, good points. And it's fun, and you could even use it, even for leisure, which is great. I mean, sky's the limit. It's a very creative platform. Okay, so that's good. So I showed some more things here about, how you can crop certain things out. Well, I didn't show that yet, but let's say you have that, you can crop the photo. It gives you all the different things, the flipping. You can even animate things, which is really cool. So let me just show you that quick. Animate. Okay, so let's say I'm doing creative interns, right? You click on animate. These are all the different animations. Look on the right side. So fade, okay, rise, and it gives you all these different tools that you can do. So now let's say wanted, effects on that too. Animate, breathe. You can scale it. The background. She'll let us do the background, but see, and then when you click play, there's our post. See, look at that. So you could use it on social media because video and movement is going to catch more attention than a static image. Just naturally, you could even add music to it. You could add an audio track to it. I mean, you could make like a video. So when you see on like Instagram and Facebook, people doing these things, a lot of times they're using Canva. So I do recommend using like the animated video audio tools on here. You just click on, effects and you play in here. And then when you click play, it shows it for you. You close it here. When you would download, if you download it, they actually know. See, here's the AI. Download it as an MP4. So you choose which ones you want to download. Okay. Or if you download more than one, it will give you a zip file. Okay. So a lot of powerful features here in Canva. All right, let me head back to the presentation. So the next one is going to be an Instagram story. This actually leads into what I was just showing. So again, we're going to go to creative design. We can type in Instagram. It's going to start giving you some suggestions. See, look at this. These are all the Instagram things. Look at that. So we're going to go to Instagram story. Okay. And it gives you like the suggested dimension, which is, you don't have to go like fishing for, which size should this be on Instagram or what size? It gives you like the suggested dimensions, which is incredible. Okay, so I'm going to say Instagram story. Okay. So they give you, again, story templates. Let's say I have, I don't know, let's say I have something, I do something with cars. Okay. So let me click on this. Again, you can make your own stuff, your original stuff. You don't have to use what they do. You could use this for a story, edit it. Let me see on the videos, because the videos are really cool. Let me type in video. All right, here you go. See that? That gives you, see the play icon? Okay. Click on it. Yes, she was playing. Yeah, well, you can animate it, but the one that I showed was, let me just go back here to templates. Yeah, any of these templates, if you look for one that has a play button, see?
Oh,
You can see that it's a play button here. Usually, yeah, okay, so when you click onto that one, you click play on the top right. Check this out. Well, it's showing this one first, just the whole thing. See that? There's your Instagram story, see? You would just save, if you want to do page 2, you say page 2. Again, you can customize everything. You can add elements, in Canva. You could add elements, you could upload a picture. You can totally customize everything here. So that would be the Instagram story. All right, so let me go back to the presentation. So yes, you can create Instagram stories too. Those are very popular. Okay. So let me go here. So creating a flyer. Okay, so a lot of people ask about making flyers. Flyers are great for the business. So the same procedure. So we'll do creative design. Type in the word flyer. Okay. Most flyers, I mean, to me at least, is 8.5 by 11. So a flyer can be any size. I'm going to change it to inches. Okay. I'm going to do 8.5 by 11, right? 8.5 by 11 inches. I click create new design. And soon I'm going to show you guys how to do something more from scratch, more custom. Okay, so here's your templates, flyers. Let's say you have a nail salon. Again, it could be any industry. Look at all these for a nail salon flyer. So many choices. This one's pretty. So again, you click it. Okay, just give it a moment. And you could change anything in here. You could move the picture around. See that picture? Let's say I didn't want this picture, right? So I could right click and I can delete it. Okay. So let's say I don't like that picture. So I'm going to go, where am I going to go next? I'm going to go to elements, right? I'm going to type in, I guess nails, right? Okay. So that one looks good. So I'm going to click this. There's the nails. I can move anything around. See? I can enlarge. I could change colors, right? I can move this around. See that? Now, what if, let's say, there's a photo? I'm going to show you something really cool here. Okay, let's say I have this picture of this lady here. Now, the thing is, the blue background doesn't look good against the pink background, in my opinion. It doesn't really flow. So here's a really cool trick, okay? Hold on to this one. What you do is you click on the image, you click Edit Image, and watch this. We're going to get rid of the background. You're going to click Background Remover. Now watch this. It removes the blue hue naturally. You'll see, just give it a minute. Well, not a minute, 20 seconds. It has to work. It's thinking. Okay, so it gets rid of the background. See, it's gone. You see that?
Wow.
It's gone. Now, a lot of times, okay, and I use Photoshop, you know, I do that also in my business. I use Photoshop, all the different softwares. You know, there are times where you have to remove the background. So there's like a magic wand tool, but sometimes you got to go in and you got to actually erase things and chop things, and it could take a while. So with Canva, it actually gets rid of the whole background. So let's say I'm just going to put person. Okay. Let's see how good this is. Okay, let's say I have her right here. And again, if you drag it right in, okay, and let's say I wanted this lady on here. I mean, she looks kind of sad. Let me find someone that's a little bit happier. All right, she looks happy. Okay, so let's say I want to get rid of that purple background. Again, I go to Edit. I click on BG Remover. Well, that's what I recently used, BG Remover. And I give it some time. So this is a lot of ads are like this, where they'll get rid of the background. All right, you just got to be a little patient with this. And this is good. See, there she is. See that? Now I can move her. Got to click around a little bit, but if you again copy or Control C, Control V. Let me paste her here. There she is. You can move her around, see? It took out the background for some reason, but you see what I'm saying though. So let's say even this guy here. If we look at this gentleman here, you know, he's got all this stuff in the background. The same thing. It doesn't always work, but it works. I would say nine times out of 10. It works. It does what it's supposed to do, but 9 times out of 10, it's going to be like spot on or pretty good. It's going to be really good. So that's a really, really cool feature where you can actually, let's say it doesn't do it perfect. Like you can actually edit the image, and you can actually, there's actually an eraser tool in here you could use for either effects or one of the tools that you could use. It lets you do all this too with all the different warmth and vignette and blur. But yeah, you can upload it. Now, what I will say though, when you download this image, okay, let's say it's like this, it has the white background. Let's say you need it transparent with no white, no black, no green, no background. You would save it as a PNG with a transparent background. See that? Use page 2, right? You can also add a title here. So woman photo. right? That's page 2. I can edit the name of that for my reference. So when I download it, let's say I want her on a transparent background, I just click transparent background. And she's on a transparent background. I can use her on anything, which is great because a white background on certain things just won't look right. So yeah, you should be able to upload, edit using that tool. Now, WordPress is a totally different thing. WordPress is a development platform for websites. I specialize in WordPress actually when I do my web designs. But WordPress is a platform. It's an open source platform. I'd say about over 30% of internet of websites are through WordPress. So I mean, I don't know if there's like a Canva plugin for WordPress, but I mean, you can edit images on Canva or make graphics and upload it to your WordPress site. Yeah, but WordPress is a web development platform. That's what that is. Yeah, WordPress is an open source, so it's free. But yeah, that would be another work. That would be a good idea for another workshop. And we have some other ideas. Also, just so I don't forget, Ronnie, about the Google business thing, we could talk about that. We were going to do some research on, get some votes on that. Okay, so that's that. Let me go back to my presentation. Okay, so the flyer. Did we start the flyer? Let me see. Oh, I started with the 8.5 by 11. Okay, so yeah, this was the flyer. Okay, we did start the flyer. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, add page. Okay, so any of the templates, again, we did nail salon. Let's say I do insurance, right? Say I'm an insurance broker. Okay, look at this, beautiful. See, let's give it a second. It should go to size. Okay, again, you could change the pictures of everything. See, okay, let me go back to this. Okay, so we have the flyer. Okay, now the next thing that we'll do is slide 12. Okay, starting from scratch, the blank canvas. Now notice how Canva comes from the word canvas. So they were pretty clever in naming their company. Canva's been around since 2013 as well. They launched in that year. So let me do a blank canvas. Okay, so any size. Okay, can someone give me a size they want to use? Pixels, inches, or I could just go with whatever.
Yeah, go ahead, do whatever.
Okay, I'm going to go with, okay, large. When you do large, you're going to get a higher quality. So, it's a little better. If you expand something and make it larger, it's not going to look good. So if you need a high quality, do a good size. Like this is pretty good. Create a new design. Okay. So this is going to be my blank design. Okay. This is fun. All right. Now, also, one thing I would like to point out is the zoom in, zoom out tool on the bottom. Okay. Let me put in, it's right over here. I'll show that in a minute. Okay. So let's make a graphic on anything. Anybody have an idea? We could do it on anything. Let's see what's good. I don't know. Let's do it on let's say we're having a clothing sale. How's that? Okay.
Dog grooming, I was going to say.
Dog grooming? Okay. Oh, I love dogs. Okay. So again, we can go with templates, but let's do our own thing. Okay. We want to make something custom. Okay. So I'm going to go to elements. Okay. I'm going to start with a square. I want to give it a colored background. Okay. So I click on square. Okay. I'm going to make it like this. I'm going to cover the whole thing. Okay. Now I'm going to make it, I can change my color. Let's do, you can choose one of these. I want to go a little bit darker. I'm thinking like brown. There we go. It's beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to go to, you can upload stuff or you can go to elements. Okay. So let's say I'm a dog groomer. Okay. I'm going to go to, let me look for a nice picture of dogs. Okay. So I could use these, they're cute. They're cute, but I feel that that's the graphics. The photos, will be more professional, in my opinion, depending on what you're doing. So this one is adorable. I like this one. Okay, but now I'm running into the issue of having the white background. Okay, so what do? I go to edit image. I go to BG remover, background remover. Okay, let it do its magic. Let's see how this one does. Let's give it a second. A little bit slow. That's just how it is because it's doing its artificial intelligence.
It has to remove all the pixels one by one.
And that one's pretty spot on. No pun intended. Spot, get it?
Uh-huh.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not a comedian. You can see that. Now, what I was talking about was the zooming tool. So let's say you're having a little trouble seeing it. You could zoom into your work.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you could you could exceed 100. Like you could zoom, because I was working kind of small, but I could zoom and I can get details. So this one's okay. Either one. I'll go with this one. Oh, actually, I like him. He's a little cuter. He's got the sunglasses. So again, grass is not going to look right against, it just doesn't look right. So I'm gonna. Oh, this is where you get the erase tools if you want to play in there also. But hopefully, it's too big to process. Right? Okay, it's probably a very high resolution. Let's try him. Yeah, usually it does it, but All right, let's try that one. Okay, we talked about the zoom. You can also add notes to your work down here. Let me just move that. You can add notes. A lot of this stuff is just trial and error. I mean, we definitely covered a lot so far in today's workshop. But feel free to click around. Try different things. All right. Oh, look at that. He's adorable. I'm going to go with him. Okay, so let's put him on the side. Okay. I'm going to make him like that. I'm going to kind of crop him and make him a little bigger, right? Because photos, look how cute that is. I'll put him on the side.
Oh,
Let me
cute.
also, yeah. Let me adjust the brown. It's a little dark for I want a little lighter, just a little, either way is good. I like a little bit lighter. I think that looks a little bit softer, sweeter. Okay, so let me go to text, add a heading, and let's call it, since we are Long Island, and we may have people from different parts of the country or elsewhere, which is great. I'm just going to say Long Island. I'm going to do dog grooming in a different letter. So Long Island, let's choose a font. Again, you could use these like pre-made, really nice ones. I'm just going to do, I'll do Helvetica. Okay, let's do, so they give you some photo colors, like it actually recognize what colors should be there that were on his photo, which that's what I was talking about before. Let's try white. Yeah, that looks nice and clean. Okay. And then I'm going to add, you can also Control-C, Control-V. See that? I'm going to put dog groomers. And there probably is a Long Island dog groomers out there. So we support you because we, as part of this workshop and with Ronnie and Leslie, we support the local businesses. So if there's Long Island dog groomers, we support you. Let's change this to something that pops. That looks kind of cool. Okay. See that? Make him a little bit larger maybe. And then we can add, let's see, elements, grooming. Let's see if there's anything here. Dog grooming. Maybe there's a cute graphic we can throw in there. Let's see what looks nice. This is cute. See? Or maybe that's like our, part of our logo, but we'll add that. Not bad. What do you think? You could change the color of that too, so I can make it like, well, that's going to blend. I can't, it's not letting me change. It lets you change a lot of things, but let's just keep that for now. Like sometimes you could change the element within there. That looks kind of cute. And I could, another thing, check this out. Huge, huge, huge. When you click something, let me enlarge my screen, right down there. When you have something, you can rotate it. Look at that. I can rotate this. We talked about it before about flipping. But let's say I want to rotate him. Make him look like he's jumping around a little bit. Look how cute he is.
Where'd you get that?
Okay, so when you click on an element, sometimes you got to like click it twice and just kind of like activate it. But when you click it, that little wheel here, you see the arrow?
Yeah.
You can go any way you like. So sometimes, it's boring to just have straight, right? Have a little fun. So let's put it at an angle. Looks like it's going to groom him, see? Okay. And then on here, let's go to elements because we like to have some color contrast. Let me go to my square. I like using square a lot. Okay, you could even put like a border around this. Play with that. All these different things. But what I'm going to do is add a square. I'm going to put it right here. See, I can change how large it is. I can go across. Okay. Now here might be our call to action, right? Okay. Again, I'm going to Control C, Control V. I'm going to say 20% off special. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
Caps. Okay. Now, Canva also gives you the ability when you go to more, like I said, click around, test it out. You go to more. There's some tools here, copy style, you could lock, but you can also uppercase things. Like let's say you had a lot of text. You see that? You just click uppercase, lowercase. So let's keep Long Island like that. Okay. Let's change this to black. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so that looks pretty neat. Okay, I'm going to make my font smaller here. Okay. See that? And then maybe I want to throw in, let's actually move this over here for now. Okay. Let's say I want to put text in, right? I want to put my business name or my phone number, 555-555-5555. Don't call that because I don't know where it will go. Okay, so there's my business phone number, right? Okay. Again, you can copy paste, makes life easy. My web address is www. I'm making this up, my website. I don't know what this is, so I'm just saying my website. I can move things around. Okay. I can actually, I can click it. I can click the shift key. If I want to move these three things, I can move all three at once. You see that? You click one, you hold shift, you click, you click. See that? While holding the shift key. Okay. Okay, let's make this white. Okay. Let's add in social media. Okay, so get this. Social media, right? Facebook icon. Check this out. Okay. I don't have to look for the inch on the web to find this. Okay, everything is in Canva. See that? It's all here. So I want to add a Facebook icon, okay? You know what? This might go a little better with it. Here's my Facebook icon. Let's say I just have Facebook, all right? Whatever for now. Okay. I could change the color of this, maybe white. That looks kind of cute. And then maybe I have my Instagram, see? Instagram. Yeah, it's giving me an Instagram now, see? Again, I can change my color to white. I can resize it. You could also use the default colors, but see, I kind of went a little on the deep end with colors, but not really, because, it's a little more than normal, but, usually try to stick to 2 or 3 colors for branding purposes, So let me see how this looks. So let's bring it back a little bit. And there you go. That's a custom made, it's nothing like crazy. You could add to it. You could make, the effects look a little bit better. You can add, maybe that.
What is that number that's going down right there? That 45, whatever that is.
Where is that? Oh, here on effects?
Yeah, what is that?
That's the intensity. Like if you added a shadow or a lift.
Oh.
Like I could add a shadow here. And I could use like one of the colors in my, see, I'm using that. And I could add a shadow. Look, you see the shadow now? There's a yellow shadow. See that?
No. What? Okay.
Over here.
Oh.
There's a shadow.
Oh, yeah, you can hardly see it.
Yeah, you can play with it. So, you can make the font look really cool. You can There's a lot of really cool fonts too. I mean, this is just like basic, but let's say you look at this one. This is Spy Agency. Let that load here. You know, I mean, that looks, I mean, not for dog groomers, but, you know, maybe that's like a gaming place or something, you know. And also the background, you know, check this out. Let me do, let me show something really nice. So I'm going to do dogs. I'm going to go to photos. Okay. Oh, they're so cute. Let's try these guys. Oh, that's actually, yeah, those are all those. Okay, let me just drag it in. Okay. Okay, let me go to my transparency. So maybe as the background, see? Right? Now, I'm going to take my elements that I did here. What do? I click on an element. I hold my shift key. I click, 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 click. Lots of clicking, right? Click, click. Yeah, I think I got everything.
Oh, you hold your shift key. I see.
Yeah. So I want to move everything over.
I see.
Okay. So you should be able to drag it, but I'm just going to do Control C, now Control V. See that?
Wow.
Now look at this. I'm going to take this background here. Oops, one sec. Let me grab this yellow. Come on. Orange, whatever it is. This looks cool. Okay, so now let's see this here. See? I'm changing it to black or brown, maybe. Yeah, let's do the brown. The brown looks cool. So now this is with the background. Control C. Sometimes you'll have to like, what you could do is you could like send it backwards, send to back, bring forward. Like let's say it's being blocked, you can change as to where it's positioned. You could bring it in front of an element or in back of an element. So again, that's on the right clicking of the option. See that? That's good to know. Okay, so my color's a little bit all over the place, so let's do the brown. You know, this is just an idea. So, you know, that's with the background now. So look at that. Let's change this. Maybe black will look better. Yeah, black's going to pop better. You want the graphics to pop and stand out and be noticeable. Okay. And sometimes you could even do like, let's say you really want to get people's attention. Crazy person. Watch this. I mean, it depends on your business, though. But you know, maybe you want to grab attention. You know, that's going to give you attention. You know, frustrated with your bills or frustrated with your current whatever. You know, you could get like some. I mean, some of them are a little bit extreme. Again, it depends on your business. But when you're doing marketing, obviously, you want to focus on grabbing attention. So, call to action, all this stuff. So let's do black here. We'll just do this for now, but this is a variation. See? Now you see that? See how cool that looks? Now something, you know, maybe we'll move, well, I wouldn't move it down, but let's. It's a little smaller.
Eric, could you talk about linking the Facebook, you know, the social media? How would you do that?
What do you mean linking?
In other words, if they click on the, you know, they'll go directly to the Facebook.
Well, how would they post it?
If you had this as a social media post and you had
Yeah, totally. So you can save your work by doing the share button. And I believe it also gives you the option to share on social. Yeah. You could actually integrate your social media. I'd probably ask you for a login and permission, but it looks as though I haven't done it before personally. But you can either download the work that you're doing by clicking download, right? Or you would just go to share on social. Choose like Facebook page, Instagram business, Twitter, TikTok, and you can, you know, there's a connection, I would imagine, authorization to do that. Yeah.